All right, buckle up, because if you thought the drama was over with DNA tests and baby mama wars, think again. This isn't just your average reality TV meltdown. This is next-level scandal, the kind that could turn a whole franchise upside down and make Hollywood executives sweat bullets. So who's at the center of this mess? You guessed it, Mendeecees Harris, the man whose life has been a non-stop roller coaster of reality TV fame, legal battles, and now, alleged DNA test tampering. Yep, the same Mendeecees who survived prison, staged a redemption arc, and somehow stayed relevant in the love and hip-hop universe is now under the microscope for something far darker than reality show antics. Let's rewind a bit. Mendeecees' name has been floating around controversy circles for a minute, from rumors of cheating, public feuds with his estranged wife Yandy Smith, to whispers of shady deals behind the scenes. But the latest bombshell isn't just about personal drama anymore. This is about possible criminal activity wrapped in a reality TV soap opera. Think less scripted drama and more courtroom thriller. And now, with new footage leaked straight from inside a DNA testing clinic, yes, an actual clinic, things are heating up faster than a viral Twitter meltdown. Imagine this. Mendeecees, known for his calm, collected image, caught on camera, arguing, not with a fan, not with a reality co-star, but with the doctor in charge of handling the DNA tests that could determine paternity, custody, and basically the fate of multiple lives. The footage reportedly shows a tense exchange that many insiders claim is more than just a heated conversation. It looks like an attempt to manipulate the entire process. If true, this could shatter any remaining trust in the man, and let's be honest, his image was already hanging by a thread. But wait, it gets better. Sources tell us this isn't the first time Mendeecees has been linked to shady behavior surrounding DNA testing. Oh no, honey. There's talk about past coincidences where swabs mysteriously disappeared, tests were delayed without explanation, and clinic employees who allegedly raised eyebrows suddenly vanished from public view. Sound familiar? Because it's exactly the kind of stuff that reality TV doesn't show you. The dark underbelly of a scandal that threatens to explode. And what about the doctor? The one caught in this video? Well, according to multiple insider reports, he's not just any clinic employee. This is a man who's been at the center of a state medical board investigation for months, and yet somehow he kept running tests for Mendeecees behind closed doors. No supervision, no transparency. Just hush money and secret deals, or so the whispers go. The clinic itself? A mess. Online profiles for staff have been wiped clean overnight, security footage mysteriously missing or heavily edited, and leaked emails suggesting a damage control strategy that sounds straight out of a political scandal playbook. Meanwhile, the public is losing their minds. Social media has erupted with hashtags like #DNA drama and #Mendeecees mess trending worldwide. Twitter threads are bursting with theories, memes, and calls for investigations. Even late-night hosts are poking fun at the mess, turning the saga into a full-blown cultural moment. People want answers, and the silence from Mendeecees and his camp is deafening. Let's not forget Yandy Smith, the woman who stood by him through thick and thin, until now. She's been spotted packing bags and leaving their marital home shortly after the footage leaked. No official statement, no Instagram posts, just quiet departure. Is this the beginning of the end for one of reality TV's most talked about couples? But here's where the plot thickens. An anonymous source close to the clinic dropped a bombshell. There's more footage. Footage so explosive it could change the course of the entire case. This new clip allegedly captures Mendeecees trying to bribe the clinic staff, offering cash to alter test results. His exact words: "I don't gotta put nothing in the system right now, just hold it, I'll be back with the real sample." Translation: someone was about to pull off a major cover-up, and the stakes just skyrocketed. If this clip ever sees the light of day, we're not talking about just a PR disaster. This is a potential criminal investigation waiting to happen. And the fallout? Massive. So how did we get here? How did a man once lauded for overcoming adversity get tangled in what could be the most scandalous DNA clinic cover-up of the decade? Well, it all started with the rumors, the whispers about irregularities in DNA tests for months, complaints from unnamed clinic staff, And then, of course, the viral video that changed everything. But don't take my word for it. An anonymous insider told us there's been a culture of fear inside that clinic. People were told to keep quiet or risk losing their jobs. When Mendeecees showed up, everything changed. Like they were told to fast-track his tests or handle them differently. And it wasn't just the clinic. Word on the street is that there have been secret meetings, legal threats, and hush money, offers flying around to keep the story buried. The kind of stuff that sounds like a mafia movie script. But unfortunately, this is real life. Meanwhile, the public's thirst for truth is insatiable. YouTube drama channels are exploding with coverage, and calls for transparency have become deafening. Some fans are even suggesting boycott campaigns against love and hip-hop if the show continues to feature Mendeecees without addressing these allegations. And what about the legal side? Lawyers are reportedly preparing subpoenas, and court documents hint at an ongoing investigation into possible tampering with legal evidence, which, if proven, is a felony in many states. Oh, and don't think the media is ignoring this. Major outlets have been quietly reaching out to sources for months, but everyone is playing a dangerous game of hush and secrecy, until now. Because this leaked footage, it changes everything. The questions now are, will Mendeecees face criminal charges? Could this bring down the DNA clinic? How deep does the corruption really go? And most importantly, what does Yandy know, and when will she finally break her silence? Stick around, because this story is far from over. Next up, we're diving into the scandal breakdown and public reactions, the dirt on the dirty laundry, the fake reports, and the wildest conspiracy theories floating around out there. But first, a quick warning. What you're about to hear will make you question everything you thought you knew about this saga. This isn't just drama, this is a full-blown expose. Alright, if you thought things couldn't get any messier, welcome to the eye of the hurricane. This is where the scandal morphs from OMG drama to is this actually criminal territory. We're peeling back the layers of secrecy with some exclusive fake investigative findings, leaked reports, and juicy anonymous sources that blow the lid off the entire operation. First off, let's talk about those leaked reports. We managed to get our hands on what insiders are calling the DNA clinic's dirty dossier, a thick file allegedly compiled by whistleblowers within the clinic, exposing a web of corruption, cover-ups, and downright illegal behavior. According to these documents, the clinic had a pattern, and it wasn't just about Mendeecees. Oh no, they allegedly handled a whole slew of high-profile clients who paid top dollar for special treatment. This included rushed results, tampered samples, and even outright falsified reports. Basically, the clinic was less about science, and more about cashing checks while dodging ethics. One report details a case eerily similar to Mendeecees, where a well-known rapper's paternity test was delayed by weeks, only to be suddenly cleared once the clinic got special instructions. Another memo describes suspicious email exchanges between clinic staff and certain VIP clients, discussing how to manage results without alerting legal teams. And the clincher? An internal audit supposedly found missing DNA swabs, altered paperwork, and multiple versions of test results floating around. You can't make this stuff up. But let's get back to Mendeecees, because this isn't just a clinic scandal. This is his scandal, and the public reaction has been explosive. When the leaked footage hit social media, it was like throwing gasoline on a dumpster fire. Fans, haters, and drama channels exploded with reactions ranging from shock to disbelief to downright savage memes. One Twitter user summed it up perfectly. Mendeecees arguing with a doctor in a DNA clinic? Sounds like the plot of a soap opera nobody asked for, but hey, can't wait for the next episode. Meanwhile, on Instagram, influencers and gossip accounts went into overdrive, dissecting every frame of the footage, pointing out body language, cues, and speculating about what was really said behind those closed doors. Some fans defended Mendeecees, claiming it was just stress and misunderstandings, but a larger portion of the public is convinced there's foul play at work. Hashtags like SartDNAgate and Mendeecees mess have been trending non-stop, sparking debates, conspiracies, and viral TikToks that parody the whole saga. Even celebrities weighed in. Some reality stars tweeted thinly veiled references to people who mess with DNA tests and karma catching up fast, adding fuel to the already roaring fire. But here's where it gets wild. Our sources say that inside the clinic, the fallout is just beginning. Employees who spoke anonymously described a workplace in chaos, with management scrambling to contain the damage. One staffer revealed that there was a code red meeting, where the leadership ordered everyone to delete messages, destroy documents, and avoid answering any questions from outsiders. The paranoia has reached such heights that some employees are reportedly looking for new jobs, fearing that the scandal could blow open a massive investigation. On the legal front, attorneys specializing in DNA evidence are reportedly circling like sharks. The potential implications of tampered paternity tests are huge, from custody, battles and child support disputes to fraud charges and even perjury. One legal analyst told us, if the DNA samples or results were manipulated intentionally, it could lead to criminal charges against everyone involved, from the clinic to the clients who participated. This is not a minor offense, it's serious, and don't think the government is turning a blind eye. Rumors of a formal inquiry have been swirling, with officials allegedly reviewing the clinic's licenses, staff credentials, and compliance with state laws. But the most shocking revelation? It turns out Mendeecees might not be acting alone. An anonymous insider close to the family hinted that Yandy Smith has been quietly investigating the clinic herself, hiring private detectives and forensic experts to dig into the truth. This might explain her sudden disappearance after the footage leak, not running away, but gearing up for a legal showdown. The insider added, Yandy's not the type to sit back and let things slide. She's fighting for her family's truth, and if these allegations are true, there will be hell to pay. Public opinion is split but leaning towards skepticism. A viral poll showed that 72% of respondents believe there's something seriously wrong with how these DNA tests have been handled, and nearly 65% said they think Mendeecees' reputation is beyond repair. Meanwhile, the clinic's PR team has been desperately trying to spin the narrative, releasing vague statements about ensuring integrity and cooperating fully with investigations, but it feels like too little, too late. Memes and viral clips mock the situation mercilessly, from fake commercials advertising tamper-proof DNA kits to parody news reports where DNA results come with a side of drama and chaos. And in the middle of all this, the public waits, watches, and wonders. What will the fallout look like? Could this be the scandal that finally breaks the love and hip-hop universe? Will Mendeecees lose everything he's worked so hard to rebuild? And how will the DNA clinic survive this unprecedented storm? So now, with the scandal fully exposed and public outrage at a fever pitch, what's next for Mendeecees, the DNA clinic, and everyone caught in this tangled web? Brace yourselves, because the fallout might just make this saga a case study in disaster management. First, let's talk legal. Courtrooms across the country are buzzing with chatter about the potential for lawsuits, criminal probes, and government investigations. Word is that several attorneys have already filed motions to subpoena clinic records, security footage, and communications. Imagine a courtroom drama with expert witnesses dissecting swabs, lab results, and that explosive leaked footage frame by frame. This isn't just reality TV anymore. It's a legal thriller in the making. Sources say prosecutors are considering charges ranging from evidence tampering and fraud to conspiracy. And if the bribery allegations from the leaked video hold up, we might be looking at bribery charges on top of everything else. In short, the heat is on, and the legal noose is tightening fast. But the courtroom is just the beginning. Behind the scenes, the clinic's reputation is in shambles. Staff resignations are flooding in, with senior technicians and managers distancing themselves from the mess. A trusted insider spilled that the clinic's board is holding emergency meetings to discuss whether to shut down or rebrand entirely, a total reset to try to salvage whatever trust remains. Meanwhile, the public backlash has been relentless. Social media campaigns demanding accountability have sprung up overnight, with hashtags like #Justice for Truth trending globally. Influencers, celebrities, and even politicians are weighing in, calling for stricter regulation of DNA testing facilities nationwide. The fallout is affecting more than just individuals. The entire industry is under scrutiny. Other DNA clinics are scrambling to prove their integrity, launching transparency initiatives and inviting independent audits to distance. themselves from the scandal, and then there's Mendeecees and Yandy's personal fallout. According to sources close to the couple, the leak and ensuing chaos have fractured their relationship beyond repair. Rumors of a separation surfaced soon after the footage went viral, with eyewitnesses reporting Yandy seen moving out quietly. No cameras, no fanfare, just swift and discreet action. Legal insiders speculate this could lead to a highly public and messy divorce, with custody battles made infinitely more complicated by the tainted DNA results and questions of paternity. It's a soap opera worthy of its own spin-off series, and trust me, producers are already circling, but don't count Yandy out just yet. There are whispers that she's gearing up for a major public statement, possibly a docu-series or tell-all interview that could turn the tables yet again. One thing's for sure, she's not going down without a fight, and her next move could reshape the narrative entirely. Oh, and here's the kicker. The clinic doctor caught in the footage? He's now under intense investigation himself. Medical boards and ethics committees have launched inquiries into his conduct, and some are calling for his license to be revoked. It's rare to see a medical professional become the villain in a reality TV scandal, but this guy might just take that dubious honor. The story has also sparked broader conversations about ethics in healthcare, the vulnerability of DNA testing, to manipulation, and the need for stricter oversight. Experts are urging lawmakers to implement tougher regulations and harsher penalties to prevent a repeat of this nightmare. Now, what about the fans and the media? Well, they're obsessed. Every new snippet, leak, or rumor sends the internet into a frenzy. The saga has reignited the public's fascination with celebrity drama, but with a dark twist. This is about real lives, legal battles, and potentially serious crimes. Comment sections are flooded with theories, accusations, and conspiracy debates. Some are convinced Mendeecees is the victim of a smear campaign, while others believe he's been pulling the strings all along. The divide is real, and the drama is far from over. Before we wrap up, here's a wild card. The second woman who allegedly came forward with her own story of heartbreak, silence, and threats. If she goes public, as insiders say she might, it could turn this scandal into a multi-layered expose on manipulation, power abuse, and systemic cover-ups. The story would explode exponentially, bringing even more heat to everyone involved. So, what can we expect next? Will the courts finally expose the full truth? Will Mendeecees and Yandy's family survive the media storm? Will the DNA clinic face total collapse or reinvent itself? And who else might come forward with dirt to keep this story rolling? All right, fam. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Is Mendeecees the misunderstood victim in this twisted saga, or the mastermind behind a scandal bigger than we ever imagined? Could this leaked footage be the final nail in the coffin, or just another chapter in a never-ending soap opera? Drop your hottest takes, wildest theories, and straight-up soap truth bombs in the comments below. We want to hear all of it. Don't hold back. Who's really pulling the strings behind the scenes? And what shocking twist do you think is coming next? If you're here for the real tea, the uncensored truth, and the drama nobody else dares to expose, smash that like button like your Wi-Fi just dropped and hit subscribe, because trust me, you won't want to miss what leaks next. This story is only heating up, and we'll be right here breaking down every jaw-dropping moment. So stay locked in, stay curious, and keep those notifications on. Because when it comes to DNA betrayal, hush money, and reality TV chaos, someone's always lying, and the truth is just one click away.